Hello and welcome back to RTN Tonight, Glassboro's favorite mid-afternoon late-night talk show. I'm Parker Bennick.
And I'm Adam Ream, in for Caitlin Kowalski, who is single-handedly repairing the Rowan Student Center as we speak. As always, we've got a great show tonight, so let's get started with some news.
Do you hate your signature? I know I do. Well, it seems like there's a new solution for those who just can't seem to get it right. You guessed it. I'm talking about signature makeovers. Priscilla Molina from Los Angeles claims to remake signatures for over 300 customers a month, charging between $10 and $55 a piece. She even provides them with stencils so they can practice their new John Hancocks, stating that 15 to 20 minutes of practice every day can grant results in only a couple of weeks. This further reinforces my theory that learning to do something on your own is completely pointless when you can pay someone else to do it for you.
If you like the term, cat's got your tongue, well, how about cats in your bag? Literally. TSA officers at JFK Airport see a lot of weird stuff, but this is their first live cat. The feline was found shoved inside a checked bag at the New York City airport last November. A TSA spokesperson said the pet was well hidden until it triggered the X-ray machine. Fortunately, following a precautionary CAT scan, the feline was returned home unharmed.
On Saturday, Mexico's President Andrés Manuel López Obrador posted a photo to social media which he claimed to be a mystical elf, or alux. In traditional Mayan beliefs, aluxes are small, mischievous creatures that enjoy tricking people. By that definition, he's absolutely correct, because I think that raccoon with a bag on his head did in fact do a great job of tricking him.
Coming in with a new world record, an Idaho man whose facial hair has earned him 12 Guinness World Records added a 13th to his title when he fit 2,470 Q-tips in his beard. Joel Strasser said, quote, "It took him about 2 hours to insert the cotton swab in his beard." The cotton swabber also claims he could have set the record even higher if he had only purchased more Q-tips. The Guinness World Record holder says he can't wait to see what else he can fit in his beard.
A woman in Georgia crashed her car into a Popeyes this weekend after realizing her order was missing biscuits. 50-year-old Blinda Miller allegedly made threats to employees and even told them that she would crash her car into the building. She had told another customer that they needed to hurry up and get their order because she was coming back. Miller was arrested and charged with aggravated assault and first-degree criminal damage to property. I mean, I've been upset when they forget something in my order, but that seems a bit extreme. Maybe it's the biscuits? I gotta try these biscuits to see if it's a valid response.
Now for another Florida story. A child in Central Florida has befriended quite the interesting doll. What she calls her favorite toy might give the average sane person nightmares for a month. Brittany Brad said her 3-year-old daughter Ray saw the doll at a local Halloween store and just had to have it. During their recent trip to Disney World, Brittany said wherever they went, children ran away horrified of Ray's doll. After going viral, the family is now getting interview requests from around the world. So a good lesson we can learn from Ray and her friend is if you'd like to have some peace and quiet around campus, invest in one of those dolls.
In a bizarre turn of events, a man in a Massachusetts town has been arrested for setting up an elaborate crypto mining rig in a remote crawl space at a school. Nadim Nahas, 39, was scheduled to be arraigned last Thursday for his charges, but he failed to show up and is not answering his phone. This is one of those cases where it's so elaborate and so harmless that I don't even know what the trial is going to look like, but it'll be interesting for sure. And was someone going to tell him that just because it's called mining doesn't mean he needs to do it underground?
Back up in the Big Apple, a string of headphone thefts is currently taking place on the streets of Midtown Manhattan. So far this February, thieves have stolen 21 AirPod Max devices, altogether valued at over $10,000. NYPD claims the thieves are pulling up behind their victims on mopeds, swiping the devices off their heads and riding off. While the swipers, who remain at large, are facing multiple counts of theft, I frankly believe the biggest crime of all being committed by people who pay $600 for headphones that look like they were swiped from the set of Teletubbies. Now we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Parker is going to interview some Rowan students about their rock band, so stick around.
I'm Parker Bennick, and I'm joined by our guest tonight, the band Fair Game, here in the studio. So first things first, welcome to the show. And could each of you guys introduce yourselves real quick?
My name is William Michael Sawyer.
I'm Stephen Kosman.
And I'm Chris Baldarago.
That's awesome. And for the interview, we've just prepared a couple of questions about your music and the process of developing the band. So the first question is, what got you all interested in making music?
I mean, I've been playing music since I was 11 years old. So it's always been a thing I've been doing. I played bass first, and I found out that I couldn't really write songs on the bass, so I taught myself guitar, and I started writing songs, and that was when I was like 14 or 15. Yeah.
Anyone else want to say anything for that? Or?
I started playing guitar when I was around 12, and one of the biggest things that inspired me to play music was actually the video game Rocksmith.
Rocksmith's really cool.
After that, I got into a ton of artists, and really they just inspired me to make something of myself.
Cool. Anything for you?
Yeah, I mean, when I was 8, I went to Peru to see my family, and then my cousin was playing guitar in the other room, and I was like, wow, that's like super cool. And then like when he was at school, I would play his guitar and like learn songs on my own. So I think that like started it all for me, and then I did band in middle school and stuff like that.
Awesome. And then the second question, we got a quick one. Who in the band came up with the name Fair Game?
That would be I. And do you want me to tell you like the origin?
If you would like to, sure.
Okay. Do you know Dayglow?
I do know Dayglow, yes.
Okay, so he has a song called Fair Game, and it's my favorite Dayglow song.
It's not Can I Call You Tonight?
No.
You're not mainstream like me.
Nope.
On your Spotify, you guys have an EP called Love Your Friends.
Yeah.
What was the process of making that EP like? And a follow-up question, do you guys plan on dropping more projects in the near future?
Okay, so Love Your Friends took like a long time. Like it took like a year. Even though it's only 3 songs, it took me like so long to finish them. And like leaving like my home to go to Rowan was like what pushed me to put them out, because I wanted to play music here. And so, yeah, it took me so long, and then I put them out, and I met these guys. I didn't even know them when I was working on the music. And then, yeah, formed a band.
Yeah.
That's how it happened.
That's awesome. And then the next question, what are some of your guys' favorite bands, and do those translate into the music that you guys make?
You go first.
Okay. Well, right now my favorite bands are like Jeff Rosenstock. I'm really into the 1975, which I did not like them at all, but I'm like super into them right now. Yeah, those are like my 2 main bands, and I didn't really listen to them when I was making Love Your Friends, so they didn't really have anything to do with the way that sounds. But the new music I'm working on right now. Oh, I never answered your question. Yes, new music is coming
there
out
you go.
very soon, like an EP or an album. I don't know, but it's coming out soon. And yeah, that totally plays a role in the sound that's gonna be out pretty soon.
Awesome. Then what about you guys?
Personally, a lot of my favorite artists are Smashing Pumpkins, Title Fight, Dinosaur Jr. I really love anything that has that sort of edge, like 90s.
90s grunge.
And I love
Spaced.
I want to bring that out, especially in performance too.
Awesome.
Yeah, for me, it's definitely a lot of more like that kind of stuff, and like emo, like a lot of Title Fight, Joyce Manor, Turnover, all that like ambient kind of emo stuff.
It's funny, I don't know any Joyce Manor, but my one friend is into it. He showed me this one song called Done Right Discount Flooring. It's like a minute, and it's just absolutely crazy.
So good.
Last question we got. Is there anything coming up that you guys would like to promote real quick?
When's this gonna come out? Like next week, you said?
This episode?
Yeah.
It'll come out next week, yeah.
All right. Well, okay. Well, we got an EP/album. I don't know what it's gonna be right now. It's gonna come out, so be on the lookout for that. Fair Game on every platform, whatever. Follow me on Instagram, fairgame557.
Yep.
What about you guys?
I can't think of anything.
Yeah, nothing really.
I think that's
All right.
the basis.
Fair Game.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming out to the show. And if you want to learn more about Fair Game, you can follow them on Instagram at fairgame557, like Will just said.
Yeah.
And when we come back, Adam's going to put a member of Fair Game through the gauntlet on our classic RTN Tonight game segment, and you won't want to miss it. So stick around.
Hello and welcome back to RTN Tonight. As you know, I'm Adam Ream, and I'm joined by our wonderful guest of the night, Fair Game, the band Fair Game. Will is now here to play RTN Tonight's game of No Cap.
No cap.
To give you a recap of the game, a timer will start when I ask the first question. From there, you will have to answer 20 opinionated questions as fast as possible. After that, we will match your time with next week's guest. All right, Will, you ready?
I'm so ready right now, dude.
All right, let's see if you can get under a minute.
All right, I will.
All right, here we go. Favorite condiment?
Ketchup.
Do you like sticky notes?
No.
Favorite song to listen to in the shower?
I believe in miracles. That
All right,
one.
do you like my blazer?
Yeah, I love it.
Adele or ABBA?
ABBA.
Favorite song to blast on a car ride?
Love it if we made it.
Do you think birds are robots?
Yeah.
Would you ever skydive?
Yeah.
How many times have you mowed the lawn?
A lot.
Which celebrity would you want to meet the most?
Pink.
Can you solve a Rubik's Cube?
No.
Favorite brand of water?
Dasani.
Have you ever broken a bone?
No.
Coffee or tea?
Tea.
How many dreams do you have a week?
Like 3.
Favorite brand of glue?
Elmer.
The Office or Parks and Rec?
Parks and Rec.
How many worms is too many?
Like 3.
Which fast food place has the best fries?
Wendy's.
Do you like shrimp?
Nah.
All right. And with that, you ended with 47 seconds.
Give me
Let's
that
go.
prize.
All
Give me
right.
that.
We did
Sorry.
agree that if you got under a minute, we had a little prize for you from
Yeah.
RTN tonight. So you each get a
Thank-
pen here.
Yes.
Let's
yes.
go.
An
Thank you.
RTN Channel 5 pen to take home and do all your homework with.
Thank you.
Let's get a close up on this.
I needed a pen.
All right, and with that, our show is done tonight. Thank you so much,
Thank
Fair
you.
Game, for being on the show.
Thank
and
you.
for all you at home, thanks for tuning in to RTN tonight. I'm Adam Ream, and have a great night, Glassbury.